Hey guys, welcome back. All right, we are post Arcade Pickers episode 2, and if you didn't watch it, click the link above and check it out. So I'm sitting here in front of the Astro City Blast that I picked up for $400 from David. Really good buy, but something happened on the way home. The marquee blew off. So I had to get a new marquee, and as you guys know, parts for candy cabs are not exactly cheap and they're not exactly very accessible. So if you didn't watch the episode, you probably don't know this if you're not familiar with Astro City cabinets. These cabinets were mainly in Japan. They were hardly ever imported. They were at times, but not very much. So anyways, I was able to order another one of these marquees from Japan, luckily, and it looks like it's gonna be good there. I can get this wire out of the way. That's for the speakers. So we're gonna be okay. Now I gotta come up with the speaker grills. The speaker grills are not easy to locate and they're not cheap for whatever reason. So I'm gonna have to find those. And then this part was missing from the actual cabinet. This mounts from the back. If you look, it kind of slides in here. And then let's see if I can get it in there so you guys can see. It slides in there. And then, yeah, there it is. It looks something like that. So at the end of the day, it will look something like this. We'll get the light going and it'll look pretty cool. But just so you know, I'm making some progress, but it's slow because of parts availability more than anything else. And then the other thing I did was I got the control panel, and the control panel was this one right here. And we actually replaced that control panel with the one you see on the arcade itself. So we've definitely made progress on that, which is really cool. The other thing too, we're sitting right next to a Thunderblade. So the Thunderblade had nothing to do with the show, and I gotta give a shout out to DeLuSioNaL's Arcade. So if you haven't checked him out on YouTube, definitely check him out. This machine I got broken, and there's a crazy story behind this machine. I'll tell it really quick. I'm getting this machine off someone. The guy said it wasn't working, and it wasn't working. Okay, so I get the thing on a dolly and I'm wheeling it, and lo and behold, the door, while I'm moving it on the dolly, completely swings open. And when it swung open, it tore the whole door off. So imagine, I haven't even given the guy the money yet, and the door's off the arcade. It's sitting in this guy's grass. I'm like, oh my gosh, well, I'm buying it now. You know, you broke it, you buy it, right? So I bring it home. Sure enough, it doesn't work, but I got to Bondo the side, get the door back attached. This project's been a total nightmare. But to just add insult to injury, right? It had a beautiful CRT in it. I tested the CRT prior. I had like hooked up some stuff, tested it. It looked amazing. The CRT looked great. Even though the game didn't work, I hooked up another board to it and it looked amazing. So I was stoked to complete the project. So I get the door, I'm lining up the door, make sure I got it all bondoed right. The door whacks the back of the CRT tube and I vent the CRT. If you don't know that term, basically it would be letting all the air out or gas out of the back of the CRT. At that point, it renders it completely useless, so I destroyed a piece of history, even though the intent was to keep this with a CRT. I'm still trying to find a CRT. A local guy named Scott is actually helping me out, try to find one. Right now, I'm having a hard time finding 19-inch CRTs, so go figure. But a CRT will go back in here eventually. So anyways, thanks for DeLuSioNaL's Arcade for getting this up and running again. How he helped me was this game actually has a suicide CPU. After the battery dies in the CPU of this machine, it's completely rendered useless. It's the SEGA System X board, and there are lots of SEGA boards that actually have this same thing could happen to them. As soon as that battery's dead, the machine is done. Dunzo, no more. But if you put a regular CPU in it and decrypted ROMs, you can get it back up and running anymore and it'll never suicide again. So anyways, that's the story on that one. We'll talk more about that, but DeLuSioNaL's Arcade, thank you so much for helping me out, and go check out his channel. But let's get back to the SEGA Astro City Blast. This cabinet has the most beautiful 29-inch CRT ever. It looks amazing. And right now I'm testing it with a game called Friction. This is not what I'm gonna do with the cabinet, believe me. I'm actually thinking about maybe doing the Dark Soft multi in this. I'm not really sure, but we'll come up with something really cool for this cabinet. But I wanted to test it out, and I'm like, hey, I got this really cool shooter PC, it's VGA, the monitor accepts VGA, let's just do it really quick, and holy crap. Friction is a game you probably have never heard of, so let's bring the camera in. I wanna show you this game and showcase this cabinet off, and then, and then we'll take it from there. Okay guys, so let's check out Friction. Now Friction was a kit cabinet, so it was actually something they sold as a kit to replace other shooters. One of the things I love about this game is it drops you right into the action. It is no holds barred, it doesn't even wait to start blasting at you, it just goes right in. Now, the Friction Studios LLC, the company, it does still exist, except they sell like candy cranes and stuff. I actually called the company about replacement parts for this, just in case, and they said they basically don't have them anymore. So I don't know. So basically, if you want to get this game, I think you got to look for it on eBay, hope that someone's selling the kit. That's what I did. And again, I'm just putting this in here to test this monitor. This monitor on these Astro City Blast cabinets there, I got a rocket launcher. Check this out. Look, watch this guy. Hey, bud, what's up? Boom! All right. So this game's just all about destruction. I love it. So yeah, so sorry, I'm just getting really excited right now. So yeah, the game was sold as a kit to retrofit other shooter games that were out there that weren't making money anymore. So if you had like an Area 51 or whatever, you could put one of these in it, a Time Crisis. I had seen one in a Time Crisis before, but never any other cabinets. So I'm not sure if you know, just people tend to retrofit it in a Time Crisis or whatnot. But the audio is great, the soundtrack's great. It's all about massive carnage. There's no story at all. It's just blow stuff up. There are dip switch settings to add blood. I don't have the blood turned on right now because I don't have the dip switch. It's not a dip switch, it's like a button that has a system menu, and I haven't hooked it up yet. But, so I'm imagining this game's probably pretty gory when you turn on the blood. So right now it's sort of a censored version of the game, but still super fun. But my purpose for showcasing this was that this monitor is a really nice higher res CRT. It's 800 by 600. It looks great. It's a super VGA monitor. And so I just thought, hey, after I got the monitor working, I might as well throw something in here, and this was convenient enough for me to throw in. So we have a lot to do still on this Astro City cabinet, and we will get to it in the next coming weeks. But I got the monitor up and running, I got the new control panel in there, and we'll get some games on here. I think I'm gonna try to do the Darksoft mod in this guy. I think that makes sense, so we can have multiple games on here running original hardware, which who doesn't love that? Machine Gun, check it out. This is just an awesome game, guys. All right, guys, well, that's all I really had for today. I wanted you guys to check this out. I'm really excited about the Astro City. We're making progress. We're just waiting on some parts, but I will definitely document it throughout the process and give you guys updates periodically. Thank you guys for watching. Definitely give us a thumbs up on the way out if you enjoyed this video. Consider subscribing to the channel and turn on notifications so you can be informed of other videos like this one. And that's it for now, guys. We will see you on the next one.